6 hours before the lights came on at Raymond James Stadium on August 9, 2025, Cam Ward was already there. Alone in an empty arena, the Tennessee Titans' #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft watched film, broke down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, and even snuck in a John Cena movie to settle his nerves. By the time he stepped onto the field for his NFL preseason debut, he didn't just look ready, he looked like he'd been running an NFL huddle his whole life. In just 14 snaps, Ward rewrote the rookie quarterback conversation. This wasn't the pyrotechnic display of Cleveland's Shedeur Sanders dropping 2 touchdowns, or New York's Jaxson Dart piling up 154 yards. Ward's performance was quieter, sharper, and in a 29-7 loss to the Buccaneers, it somehow felt like a win for Tennessee's future. If you're here for the real story, the kind that cuts through box scores and gets to the heart of what makes a quarterback, hit subscribe. This Titans journey is just heating up, and you'll want to be here for it. Yo, what's good? This is the Huddle HQ. Quick pause. Head to the pinned comment. Click the link and drop your email to enter a drawing for one of 5 Shedeur Sanders jerseys from the NFL shop. I'm giving them away on August 21st to show love for everyone supporting the channel. This is the real deal, no scams. Alright, let's get back to it. Ward's debut wasn't about gaudy stats. He finished 5 for 8 for 67 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and no sacks, leading 1 scoring drive in 2 series. But the film told a bigger story: command, poise, and a knack for solving problems under pressure. In a week where rookie quarterbacks like Shedeur Sanders and Jaxson Dart grabbed headlines, Ward's performance stood out not for flash, but for substance. His 11-play, 65-yard touchdown drive was a masterclass in quarterbacking, the kind that makes coaches nod and teammates believe. Titans head coach Brian Callahan was blunt. Cam hasn't arrived yet, but that caution only amplified the buzz because Ward's debut left arguments in its wake, exactly what the best rookies do. Let's break down why Ward surged to the top of our Week 1 rookie quarterback rankings and how the rest of the class kept this race electric. It started with a dud. Ward's first drive was a 3-and-out that lasted under a minute. A handoff to Tony Pollard gained 5 yards, but Ward's first pass to Van Jefferson was broken up, and on 3rd and 5, he drifted out of a clean pocket, couldn't find an open receiver, and tossed the ball into no man's land. Not exactly a storybook start for the #1 pick. But what happened next separated Ward from the pack. On his second drive, he built something special. From the shotgun on 1st down, he sat patiently in the pocket, scanned the field, and fired a 27-yard dart to Calvin Ridley, who found a hole in Tampa's zone for a field-flipping gain. The crowd stirred, the huddle settled, and Ward was in rhythm. Then came the test. An offensive pass interference call on Ridley wiped out a completion, setting Tennessee back 10 yards, a drive killer for most rookies. Ward didn't flinch. He went right back to Ridley for a 10-yard out, then a 13-yard strike into a tight window, beating double coverage with pinpoint placement. On 3rd and 9, he hit tight end Chig Okonkwo over the middle for 10 yards, moving the chains. On 3rd and 6, he found Tyler Lockett for 7 yards, letting the veteran turn upfield for a 1st down. No panic, no forcing throws, just answers. The drive ended with Pollard punching in a 1-yard touchdown, capping an 11-play, 65-yard march that ate up 6:38. That drive had DNA, sequencing, composure, and problem-solving under pressure. It wasn't just a score, it was a blueprint for what Ward could be. The numbers: 5 for 8, 67 yards, 89.1 passer rating. Don't scream superstar, but the context does. Ward's only blemish was a near interception on a back shoulder throw to Alec Iomane, underthrown into Buccaneers cornerback Josh Hayes' hands. Hayes dropped it, and Ward didn't let it linger. He converted both 3rd down attempts on that scoring drive, showing he could handle money downs with veterans like Ridley and Lockett. It felt good operation-wise. Ward said post-game, "We didn't have any missed assignments. It was about getting the vibe of each other in a real game atmosphere." That vibe showed why Ward tops our rankings. He didn't just play, he built a drive that translates to Sundays. The internet rushed to judge based on a PFF grade of 54.2, but that's a trap. Grades like that punish small sample sizes and single mistakes like Ward's near pick, while undervaluing intangibles like 3rd down conversions and penalty recovery. Look at the tape: clean eyes, quick progressions, and precise placement to Ridley. 3 catches, 50 yards. Ward wasn't sacked or hurried much thanks to a rebuilt Titans offensive line that kept him clean. That's an ecosystem where a rookie can thrive, not just survive. Callahan noted the good and bad. He had 1 3-and-out, then led a touchdown drive. He started to feel comfortable. The near interception is a teaching moment. Trust the progression. Don't predetermine the throw, but it doesn't erase the drive's architecture. Ward's habits, not just his highlights, are what make him a keeper. Those habits started early. Showing up 6 hours before kickoff to study film and relax with a movie isn't just quirky, it's a routine that breeds poise. Ward played the game in his head before it started, and it showed. When the first drive fizzled, he reset. When the penalty hit, he responded. When Callahan pulled him after 2 series, Ward was begging to go back in, a sign of hunger that wins locker rooms. "I wanted to go out for a third," Ward said, grinning, "but Coach Callahan has a plan." That plan, limiting Ward to 14 snaps, was about building confidence, not chasing stats. And it worked. Ward walked off looking like a leader, not a rookie. The Titans' offense gave Ward the tools to shine. Ridley, a veteran with 1,000-yard seasons, was his go-to, catching 3 passes for 50 yards on that touchdown drive. Lockett, signed to a 1-year deal, turned a short throw into a first down with savvy route running. Add in young talent like rookies Chamer Dyke and Elika Yomenor, plus depth from Bryce Oliver and James Proch-Ken, and Tennessee has a receiver room that can mask rookie mistakes. The offensive line, bolstered by offseason investments, kept Ward upright, letting him focus on reads, not survival. That support system turns a good drive into a sign of things to come. Give Ward and Ridley 3 more weeks to tighten their chemistry, and September could be dangerous. Now let's stack Ward against the rookie field. Shedeur Sanders stole the show in Cleveland, going 14 for 23 for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Panthers, leading 3 scoring drives and 50 snaps. His accuracy and swagger had veterans quiet on the sideline, and his 5 for 9 for 81 yards under pressure screamed playmaker. Jaxson Dart, the Giants' first-rounder, threw for 154 yards and a touchdown on 12 of 19 passing, plus 24 yards rushing, leading New York to a 34-25 win over Buffalo. Both were electric, but Ward's edge lies in context. His one drive showed command under adversity, penalties, third downs, a hostile road environment that translates to regular season football. Sanders and Dart had more volume, but Ward's efficiency and decision-making carried more Sunday weight. The rest of the class kept it competitive. New Orleans' Tyler Shock went 15 for 22 for 165 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, rebounding from a rough start to rip a 54-yard score. Seattle's Jalen Milroe, a third-rounder, went 6 for 10 for 61 yards and ran for 38 yards, showing dual-threat upside. Las Vegas's Cam Miller flashed anticipation, but others had mixed results, moments of promise, messes of inexperience. Rankings aren't about one game, they're about who projects as a starter. Ward's composure, Ridley connection, and clean pocket make him the early leader, with Sanders breathing down his neck and Dart not far behind. Ward's debut wasn't perfect. He drifted out of clean pockets, a habit to break. The near interception showed he needs to trust his progressions over forcing throws. His footwork needs tightening, and his timing with Ridley and Lockett must get sharper. But these are coachable fixes, not red flags. Callahan's to-do list is clear. Get it out faster, tighten timing, keep stacking reps. The Falcons' joint practices and August 15 game will test Ward's ability to handle disguised coverages and condensed windows. If Tennessee's line keeps him clean and offseason moves suggest it will, Ward can accelerate his growth without the trauma most rookie quarterbacks endure. Then there's the jersey. Ward wears number 10, a nod to Titans legend Warren Moon, the Hall of Fame quarterback whose Oilers legacy looms large. Moon's blessing to wear it isn't just symbolic, it's a challenge to honor a pioneer who broke barriers as a black quarterback. Ward, who wore number 1 in college at Miami, knows the weight. It's about respecting the craft, he said. His debut showed he gets it. Early arrival, film study, and a focus on maximizing drives, not chasing stats. That mindset, paired with his third down answers and penalty recovery, ties him to Moon's standard of consistency and leadership. In a city hungry for quarterback stability, that's not pressure, it's fuel. Did one drive justify ranking Ward number 1? Not alone, but it's a start. He overcame a penalty, converted third downs, and showed a veteran's calm in a hostile stadium. PFF's 54.2 grade flags the near pick and small sample size, but the tape screams potential. Power rankings reward what survives Sundays: command, timing, and the ability to make teammates better. Ward did that. Sanders' 2 touchdowns and Dart's yardage are loud, but Ward's drive was a quiet masterpiece. Drop your rankings in the comments. Who's your number 1 after week 1? This is the Huddle HQ. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon with more NFL heat.